Xiaoyan spent 3 days on the back of the giant flying bird. He stayed inside the small cabin the entire time, ignoring the rest stops along the way. His focus never wavered. He watched Yao Lao refine the pill, memorizing every movement and every shift in temperature. The refinement took Yao Lao 2 full days. Even with the help of a heavenly flame, the process was grueling. A normal alchemist would have needed 10 days to produce a blood lotus pill. Xiaoyan realized his own flame control was amateur work compared to a master. The pill required only 3 ingredients, but the complexity of the fusion made his head spin. If he had tried it, the herbs would have turned to ash in seconds. Outside the cabin, layers of clouds rushed past.
The pill spun rapidly inches above Yao Lao's palm. It was blood red and the size of a small fruit, glowing after 2 days of intense heat. The process was entering its final stage. Zhao Yan licked his dry lips and stretched his cramped legs. The air in the room grew heavy and hot.
Yao Lao drifted in the air, his expression calm despite the energy he had spent. He looked at Xiaoyan and spoke in a steady voice.
The pill is almost finished.
Xiaoyan stood up and placed a high-quality jade bottle on the table. He backed away to give the master space. Yao Lao's white flames surged, completely wrapping around the red sphere. A violent pulse of energy erupted from the fire, rattling the wooden walls of the cabin. The giant flying beast shrieked in terror. It swerved in mid-air, its massive body shaking as it felt the power radiating from the room. A thick, pink medicinal fragrance began to seep out of the cabin, forming a small cloud in the sky above the bird. Yao Lao stared at the flame.
This is the phenomenon of a high-level pill. Guard the door. I need a few minutes of silence to finish the collection. Watch the other alchemists on this bird.
Xiaoyan nodded. He could already hear movement outside. A high-level pill was a Tier 4 treasure or higher, a prize that many would kill for. He gripped the heavy Xuan ruler on his back and stepped out into the hallway, closing the door behind him. 4 men stood in the corridor. Their clothes were disheveled from rushing out of their own rooms. They stopped when they saw Xiaoyan, their eyes fixed on the Tier 2 alchemist badge on his chest. They looked at each other with hungry expressions. The group consisted of an old man and 3 middle-aged men. The old man wore a Tier 3 alchemist badge. 2 of the others were Tier 2, and the last was Tier 1. The old man stepped forward. He squinted at the pink mist leaking from Xiaoyan's room. His name was Ha Long. He forced a friendly smile that didn't reach his eyes.
Young friend, I am Ha Lang. Xiaoyan didn't speak. He tightened his grip on his heavy black sword.
Ha Long ignored the cold reception.
That energy surge was quite a shock. We only want to check if everyone is safe. We are thousands of feet in the air after all. If something goes wrong, we all fall.
A middle-aged man stepped up beside him, swallowing hard as he caught another scent of the pill.
We are all in the same boat. It is best not to do anything dangerous.
The other 2 joined in, demanding to inspect the room. Xiaoyan looked at them. His voice was like ice.
My master is refining a pill. It is no threat to the beast. Go back to your rooms and do not disturb us, or else.
Ha Lang's smile turned sharp.
Don't be like that. If your master needs to ride a beast to travel, he clearly cannot fly on his own. He is a Dao Shi at best. If the beast panics, we all die.
Ha Long knew a master would be at his most vulnerable during the final stage of refinement. A distraction could cause a backlash that would cripple even a strong alchemist. He saw an opportunity, and he intended to take it. One of the Tier 2 alchemists lost his patience.
We are just going to look. Move.
He lunged forward, his hand glowing with Dou Qi as he tried to shove Xiaoyan aside. Xiaoyan's face went cold.
Get out.
He threw a punch. Purple flames erupted from his fist, carrying a fierce wind that slammed into the man's hand. The sound of the impact was a dull thud. Xiaoyan was pushed back to the door, but the other man screamed. His hand was scorched red and dripping blood. Ha Lang's face changed.
That isn't normal fire.
He turned to a stronger man behind him.
Ta Gu, the pill is almost done. Move now!
Ta Yu, a Tier 2 alchemist with the strength of a 3-star Dou Shi, stepped forward. He lashed out with a kick, the air whistling as his leg cut through the space. Xiaoyan felt the pressure. He didn't have time to use his ruler. He stored the weapon back in his ring and lunged forward instead.
8 extremities collapse.
Xiaoyan's fist collided with Ta Gu's foot. The hidden force in the strike exploded. Ta Gu's eyes widened as the shockwave shattered his composure. He was thrown backward, smashing through the wooden wall of the flying carriage. Splinters flew everywhere as the man tumbled toward the edge of the bird's back, nearly falling into the clouds below. Xiaoyan turned to finish him, but a cold laugh stopped him. Ha Lang had used the distraction to reach the door. He looked at Xiaoyan with a sneer.
I will deal with the master first. Then I will come back for you.
Ha Lang punched the wooden door, shattering it into pieces. He laughed as he stepped into the smoke, his hand reaching out to grab whatever was inside. But a ghostly figure appeared in the wreckage. A pale, withered hand reached out and clamped around Ha Lang's throat like a vice. Yao Lao's voice drifted through the room, cold and hollow.
You want to deal with me?
Ha Lang's eyes bulged. He couldn't breathe.